1950, including the second overall pick, RG3. But, of course, it's all about Bountygate. Jonathan Vilma cleared, at least for now, but he couldn't play because of a bum knee. The Saints down to their third-string head coach, Aaron Cromer, in this one. Will Smith was active, made only one tackle. And then what about the number 2 overall pick, RG3? Boy, he had us all saying, oh, he's good. Down 7-3, but Michael looking for Pierre Garçon.
Right there, he finds his 88 right there and catches him across the middle. And this is what helps a young guy looks good. Catch a ball early, take it to the house. It gives him confidence.
Second longest TD toss by a rookie in his first game. Only Charlie Batch to Johnny Morton in 98.
I love how RG3 is playing this real cool right here. A young rookie, you just threw this. Watch this whole act, how he's playing it cool. What? Man, I would be ready.
Mike, I like the fact that he stood in there and took the hit.
Yes, he did.
Well, here in the second, it's Griffin again to Aldrick Robinson, the second-year man out of SMU. Just continues to impress.
And listen, just look at the poise. Nice drop, in rhythm, delivered the strike.
Speaking of delivering, Drew Brees to Marcus Colston. However, he's stripped on his way to the end zone by Cedric Griffin. That's going to be a touchback. Brian, that is a big play by Cedric Griffin.
Young defensive players never give up on the play. Getting to the ball, good things happen.
Bad things happen to the Redskins on special teams. Sav Rocca's punt is blocked. Courtney Roby recovers. Saints down just 6 at the break. However, we advance to the fourth quarter. They're down 16, now fourth down. Drew Brees had his 8th straight 300-yard passing day, by the way. Finds Lance Moore, Michael.
Yeah, Drew Brees, man. It's Drew Brees. And, you know, he gives you an opportunity like this to put the ball up in the corner. You see that? He gives your guy a chance, and he finds it in the end zone.
2-point conversion good. Saints within 8. So RG3, boy, he can keep the play alive, Marshall.
He can, and this is what makes him special. I mean, we understand that, yeah, he plays quarterback, but his athleticism is going to help him escape and extend plays just like Ben Roethlisberger does.
Well, here it's the Redskins D that comes up big. Brees picked off by John Gomes.
You can't put that one on Sean Payton not being there. That was a badly thrown ball. We see that on a couple of occasions. But Drew Brees still is one of the elite quarterbacks in the game today.
Led to an Alfred Morris touchdown. Skins up 15. However, the Saints not done. Brees to Darren Sproles.
Shetland Pony is consistent, baby. He's consistent.
Now the Redskins, what do? You run it. Alfred Morris.
Boy, now they found something here, Marshall.
Yeah,
with
but
that young dude.
They would have to punt with 30 seconds to go, so the Saints still have a chance. It's Brees to Lance Moore. He had 6 catches, all of them in the fourth quarter. So now we got to get down, we got to spike it, and then we got to throw it in the end zone. And such a tough offseason for Brees and the Saints organization.
Pick it off. Don't knock it down.
It did. Reed Dowdy got his, don't worry.
You got to pick it off.
Okay, tip drill.
Both coming off wins.
Boy, oh boy.
Perfect.
You eat the dessert first.
Yes, sir.
Don't you? All right, so Panthers, Saints both winless. Hey, Tim Key's a late ad for official Brian Strapolo, who was dismissed after Facebook photos showed him in Saints gear.
What'd that mean?
Exactly.
He's a fan.
They all are fans.
Oh, boy. Well, he wasn't happy with this. Charles Godfrey picks off Drew Brees.
The ref with my shirt on.
Ties it at 7. Second quarter, Cam Newton. So many options, Marshall Falk, out of this formation.
Man, I mean, look at this play. Listen, I got misdirected on the play. I couldn't find the football until I saw him throw the ball.
It's in 2-8's hand, by the way. There you go.
No,
give yourself a little love. Why not?
Got another 2-8 right there.
Yeah. Panthers up 21-13 at the break. Third quarter, D'Angelo Williams. Remember, he ran for -1 yard last week in Tampa Bay.
Not again. That's some great blocking by those receivers.
But did you see the block Cam put on after he handed the ball off to cut the backside off?
Got 27 on that chunk, and then 2 plays later, 1st and goal, Williams again. I'll take it from here. 28-13.
Man, that's too easy, man.
Did you see his tweet this morning? I'm getting ready to put on my work clothes and do some yard work, you ladies and gentlemen. All invited to watch. You saw a 69-yard effort with that score.
Good yard work right there.
All right, Saints down 15. Brees flushed, kind of throws it underhand. Hit by Greg Hardy.
He's one of the toughest quarterbacks in the game, though.
Called for intentional grounding to add injury to insult. Got landed on as well. He returned to the game. He is tough. You're talking about it, but boy, it's been a grind for him for several months now.
He must be known beat right now.
Fourth quarter.
Physically.
Panthers up 8. Cam Newton to Steve Smith, his 40th career 100-yard effort. Anybody want to cover him, Prime?
How can you be wide open like that and you're the best receiver on
You're the primary target.
Yes, sir.
How can that happen?
Cam put that thing in that bread basket, and everybody came to the line of scrimmage to eat. Then he pulled it back out and found Steve
Cam was
Smith.
hungry himself. 14 touchdowns on the ground a year ago.
Cam.
This year.
Whoa, Cam.
Ran for 71, threw for 253. So now Breeze again down 15, fourth and 4, going for it. Oh, no. Keep it alive. We're going to move the chains here. We're going to.
Don't do it.
Nah. Well, he had to do something, but it just didn't work out. So Panthers take over on downs. Saints get it back, same score. Breeze finding Darren Sproles, 13 catches, $128. They love using him out of the backfield, Mark.
Yeah, and this guy, I mean, you put the ball in his hands, and he's going to make something
He comes
happen.
to play. Forget all the rest. He comes to play.
4 plays later, don't go for the short guy, go for the tall guy. Marcus Colston can't stretch it in. Breeze took it in from there, so they're within 8.
But right here now, Chris, right here, we always would think, okay, Breeze is going to handle this business and come back.
Cam just keeps it on the ground. They don't get the first down. They would punt, so Breeze,
right here,
under a minute to go. Do you believe in him?
Right here.
Who Dey? They
3-man rush, guys.
They 0-2. That's who Dey.
That means you're dropping 8. That's hard to throw against.
John Beeson picks it off. Breeze finished with 325 yards. 9th straight 300-yard game, but it wasn't enough. They are only meeting a winless teams in week 3, and it was a crazy one in the Bayou for Drew Brees and the Saints against the Chiefs. Third quarter.
That pregame chant just doesn't have the same work on it either, does it?
Because you know the outcome.
Breeze to Jed Collins. Breeze has now thrown a touchdown in 46 straight games, one shy of Johnny Unitas' all-time record.
Oh, look at that dance right there, John.
Down 24-6. Here come the Chiefs. Jamal Charles Marshall, he is back.
Untouched. Listen, you know how hard it is to carry a football that far and not be touched?
Yeah, I didn't think about that, Marshall. That is pretty in the National Football League.
Untouched.
Longest run in Chiefs history. That's touchdown run.
I didn't think about that.
Fourth quarter, Breeze taken down by Justin Houston, who had 3 sacks on the day.
That's very uncharacteristic of Drew Brees.
So that is a safety. So the Chiefs are now within 3. They are crawling back in this one. Now, 2.5 to go. Castle on 4th and 5 to Dwayne Bowe. Let's move the chains. Castle threw for 248.
Man, we talk X's and O's, man. Right here is where you need Sean Payton. You need somebody to get us moving motivationally in a different direction, especially after they tie that game.
Yeah, Ryan Suckup does it from 43 yards out. We are going to overtime. Now, both teams failed to score on the first possession of OT, so now a field goal can win it. Chiefs' second possession in overtime. Romeo, get excited. Come on, man. Let's go. 4th and 1. Jamal Charles. He ran for 233 on the day. He's the top 2 rushing days in Chiefs history.
That play there, you can't line up in your base defense. You got to change the look on 4th and 1. Show a bare front or something.
And now it's hands across America for the Chiefs as they are going to try and win it. It's Suckup from 31.
Good. That right there, boy. When that field goal went in, I thought about, wow, what's going to happen now?
Well, the Saints are 0-3, and since the NFL went to a 12-team playoff format in 1990, less than 3% of the teams that have started 0-3 have made the postseason, and none have made the Super Bowl. Not exactly party math for those in the Bayou. Let's show you Lambeau Field. Drew Brees praying for a win. They were 0-3 coming in. Aaron Rodgers. Oh, it's good to see you guys. Where you been?
They're close, aren't they?
Woo. First quarter, Rodgers.
Put your face they're close to another man.
Keeping the play alive, and James Jones hanging on.
That guy can extend the play now, and Aaron Rodgers can beat you with his legs or leaving the pocket and throwing it in there.
Their first point scored in the first quarter any game this season. That offense? Saints get it going, though. Breeze to Marcus Colston.
Push-off right here, but he got away with it. Now
that was a push-off.
Huh? Look at that
push-off. That was a push-off. Now, that was the replacement refs. We'll be all over.
There's a push-off right there.
Look at that. Look at that.
And then
a little push-off.
47th consecutive game with a touchdown pass for Breeze, tying Johnny Unitas for the all-time record.
That's fantastic.
Unbelievable. Second quarter, Packers up 14-7. Rodgers. So many weapons on this offense. Jennings. Driver, Nelson hitting James Jones again.
James Jones from San Jose State. Look at him, Lambeau.
That's the Mariucci.
Yeah, he did it. He did it better than
help.
Third quarter, Rodgers rolling.
Sprint right option.
Staying alive.
Little face mask.
This is big right here.
Yeah.
It is. He gets poked in the eye or something here.
Yeah, you can take a look. Malcolm Jenkins, the old Mo Larry Curly, finger poke in the eye. So we're paging Matt Ryan, or pardon me,
Graham Harrell.
Graham Harrell.
Yeah.
Now, all we need you to do is go in there and hand the ball off.
Graham Tripp. No,
All we needed you to do is go in there and hand the ball off.
You know how many goal line snaps he's taken in practice? None.
All we need you to do is go in there and just, and you.
Yeah. It was Matt Flynn I was trying to page. I didn't have him in my Rolodex either,
yeah.
so we had
Yeah,
a
he's
turnover
gone.
there. So ensuing
gone.
Saints possession, Breeze looking for Joe Morgan wide
How
open.
did he get that open?
Well, they didn't know who he was, so they weren't covering him. And he drags Tremont Williams in for the 80-yard score, and the Saints take it a 24-21 lead.
Shock that crowd.
Double move.
Yeah. Next Packers possession, Rodgers for Jordy Nelson. However, it's Patrick Robinson.
21 reasons, and Florida State.
Yeah, that's a good combination. Led to a Garrett Hartley field goal, making it 27-21. Fourth quarter, Rodgers. Randall Cobb is somebody that they've implemented nicely into this offense.
Yeah,
nice,
this
He's
little
nice.
kid from Kentucky now. He's a returner. He's a receiver. He plays in the backfield, a lot like Percy Harvin.
17 yards on that pickup to the Saints 11. 2 plays later, Rodgers. Jordy Nelson this time fighting.
Get in there.
Take the lead.
And Rodgers with his 4th touchdown pass of the day, and yet you got to end up there. So the vision's okay, apparently. Ensuing kickoff
Why did we
there, and
show this?
Sproles.
There's 1 or 2 reasons.
Oh, wait, it's on the field! It's on the field! However,
We have a discussion.
Sproles ruled down by contact. McCarthy out of challenges as well. So,
Let's see if this is the replacement, refs.
you know, the Packers are just.
We're throwing something at the television right
They're
now.
like, did you have the number for the
Perfect. They're
replacement
human
guys?
too, you know.
I'm just saying.
6 plays later, Breeze to Lance
Boy.
Moore.
Great play.
So the Saints wondering what's going on 4th and 2.
Oh, big play. He fit that
There
in
we go.
Real tight spot.
Fighting it right to Lance Moore.
Move the
We're moving the
sticks.
chains as well. So now Breeze continuing the drive. All they need is a field goal at this point.
That's a great play.
Sproles again, but it falls incomplete. So Hartley makes the 43-yard field goal. We got a lead here for the Saints in the late going.
What?
What?
Hold on, player.
All right, do it again.
David Thomas called for holding. So now more flags. Mike Daniels of the Packers is called for encroachment.
All right.
So
That's like icing the kicker.
This is unbelievable. Mike McCarthy's
Okay.
wondering, when are we going to
Let's
catch a
do it
break?
again.
When are we going to catch a break? We got it. There's the break. Hartley misses. So the Packers have the ball. Aaron Rodgers is like, we're going to get back to 2-2, aren't we? 3rd and 3. Rodgers. James Jones. Oh, Jabari Greer was all over
He
him.
didn't even know he caught
Play in
it.
a tight fit.
Great coverage. He didn't even know he caught the ball.
So the
went
Packers,
right- oh,
you've got Jones hanging on, and the Packers hang on as well. They improved to 2-2. The Saints move on down to New Orleans.
better
Sean
than
Payton and Joe Vitt were in the house,
Daddy's
given
in
permission
the
by the NFL to check out Drew Brees.
Got me
47
looking
consecutive games with a touchdown pass, tying Johnny Unitas' record, which has stood since 1960. Flashback, December 4th. Look at this.
Johnny,
United
you. Black high tops, baby. Let's
to
do
Lenny
this.
Moore.
Lenny who? Lenny Moore.
80 yards on
What
this
you
score.
want, more?
The next week, he went touchdownless against the LA Rams, but
Probably was freezing out there, too.
47 games in a row. So Drew Brees with a chance to set the new record. Devery Henderson wide open from 40 yards out, and there you go.
Get your eyes out of the backfield, Jimmy.
It's what he does.
Double
man.
move. When you see somebody that open, it has to be a double move.
Well, everybody giving him congratulations, including the commissioner, Roger Goodell. Congrats to Drew Brees and his teammates on breaking Unitas' record. Amazing accomplishment by a great quarterback and leader. We are proud of you, Drew. In fact, Joe Unitas, Johnny's son, mentioned, by the way, did you see who caught the touchdown? Number 19, Devery Henderson, of course, the
Yes,
number
sir.
of his dad. Very, very cool moment. Second quarter, Saints down 10-7. Breeze looking for Marcus Holston. Look at this throw and catch.
Say what you want, man. You've been showing the pictures of Daddy being in the house, being Sean Payton. This kid showed up to play. He's had a lot of drops this season, but he played off the chain today.
Saints up 14-10. 2 Chargers possessions later. Phillip Rivers, the guy that replaced Drew Brees, to Robert Meacham, who caught 23 touchdown passes from Drew Brees during his 5 seasons in New Orleans.
That wasn't even a double move.
One thing about the Saints, they're going to keep you in the game.
Chargers up 17-14. Third quarter, opening Saints drive. Brees is going to be looking for the record setter, Devery Henderson, in and out of his men that was behind him.
Drill.
Quentin Jammer.
Jammer now, that's what he loves right there. He wants to try to get those interceptions.
3 plays later, Ryan Matthews.
Trying to say.
You know, we had heard his PT was going to be cut by Jackie Battle, but look at this move. Ryan Matthews like Gary Anderson. Do it.
That's a heck of a business decision.
He ran like he was running for his job today.
Gary Anderson had a better flip.
Okay.
Gary Anderson had a better curl.
All right, might not have been on the block, but at least in the zip code. Now Brees to Pierre Thomas.
Pierre Thomas got some of these guys about to tackle him. Watch this. Now watch how slow he's getting up.
Gain of 36 to the Chargers 16. Brees to Colston again. He has the Saints touchdown receiving record, 51 career TD catches. Breaking a tie ahead with Joe Horn. So somebody get on the cell phone and let him know that. Fourth quarter.
I like that cell phone.
24-21 Chargers. Brees to Devery Henderson. Did he edit this highlight?
101.
Hold on, wait.
Quarterback is outside.
No. That safety bit on the cross route. The other corner's supposed to rock back. The other one's he's supposed to rock back.
Not with his man.
Well, Brees to Colston to finish it off.
This is the Colston that I've been to. This is one of the best receivers in the league when he's playing like that when Daddy's in the house.
You of you, Mike?
Back.
He ain't gonna go that far.
Quiet.
He ain't gonna go that far. He ain't gonna go that far now.
Ball tip.
Morgan
Roman
Freeman.
Harper picking it off, the guy with the salt and pepper hair.
Morgan Freeman on the
recently.
interception.
Taking it down to the Charger 23. So, listen, San Diego, you got to hold them to just a field goal to stay in this thing. Brees on 3rd and goal, pressured, looking for Darren Sproles.
That was a touchdown.
Listen, if he had been 5'8", he would have caught that.
I don't know what he needed to be, but that linebacker was
Drew had been
Set up a field goal. So Phillip Rivers, his team down 7, still with a chance. Fire it to Malcolm Floyd for 24 yards. We're moving the chains. It's to the Charger 39.
Nice open field tackle.
4 plays later, on 2nd and 17, Rivers to Antonio Gates.
okay.
Wide open, 28 yards, but there is a penalty, offensive pass interference on 85.
Horrible call.
Our Zebras had a bad day.
What happened is Harper tried to pull his arm down, and he knocked his arm off.
That's a horrific call.
That's a bad
Our
call.
Zebras had a bad day.
All right, I don't know what we dial up for 2nd and 27, but let's figure it out in a
Throw it
hurry.
up.
Phillip Rivers to Didn't we just see that pattern?
Yeah,
That's Malcolm Floyd.
It worked in.
Oh, but the Chargers were flagged for holding.
They got to get to the sideline.
All right. Chargers are not too happy. So now it's 2nd and 37. That is definitely not in the playbook. Looking for Robert Meacham.
Make up
Throw it up. Good thing.
Ball's incomplete. However, there's illegal hands to the face. This one's on Martez Wilson, who gets on in there. That's
5 right there. Look
that's
at
a good
that
call in the middle of the screen, right?
And it's an automatic first down.
Yeah, that happens. 3 plays later, 2nd and 2. Rivers looking for Malcolm Floyd and a first down. It's getting interesting. There's 2 timeouts left for the Chargers. Floyd finished with 5 catches for $108. Still got time. But look at this play on 3rd and 10 with 23 ticks left. Martez Wilson.
Great credit.
Church's money is on the floor.
It's amazing
Sam
when
gonna
you
have a
have a
new
lead.
mama next week.
When you have a lead, it's amazing the way the pass rush comes.
The Saints have a record-setting quarterback
That was
and a
announced.
win.
Saints and the Bucks. Aaron Cromer likely coaching his last Saints game as interim head coach to make room for the interim head coach next week. Jonathan Vilma active for the game on Sunday. Second quarter Saints ball down 21-14. That's how much offense we have. We pick up the highlight when it's 21-14. Drew Brees looking deep for Joe Morgan. It's been a long time since the Big Red Machine, and look at Joe Morgan into the end zone for a touchdown. Take another look at this. Somehow he stays alive, stays on his feet. Look at Joe Morgan. Touchdown. He gets congratulated by Johnny Bench and Dave Concepcion. Don Gullett. Everybody's happy. Brees' 49th straight game with a touchdown pass. Third quarter, Bucks trailing 28-21. Josh Freeman looking for Vincent Jackson, and he's got it. Jackson goes down the sideline for 95 yards. You're a Vincent Jackson owner in fantasy. You're thinking, this is going to be a touchdown again. Oh, really? He goes down at the 1. He couldn't get in the end zone. Take another look. Jenkins on the far hash somehow manages to catch Vincent Jackson. It looks like Jackson got tired right here. Okay, and I'm gonna. Okay, all right. Next play, Buccaneers 1st and goal. LeGarrette Blount stopped for a loss by Cedric Ellis. 2nd down from the 2. Blount makes up the yard but doesn't get in the end zone. 3rd down from the 1. Let's give it to LeGarrette Blount again. Pretend it's 2 years ago. Met by Jenkins over the middle. Jenkins putting his mark on the game. 4th and 1. The Bucs go for it. Josh Freeman's going to roll out. Yeah, let's get a different play going here. Oh, the hesitation killed you. He gets tackled by Will Herring. No points for the Bucs after that 95-yard play. Saints take over at the 1. 4th quarter, 2 Buccaneer drives later, trailing 25-21. Freeman looking for Dallas Clark. Yes, he's still in the league. I know. Trust me. Look, there's video evidence right here. It's Dallas Clark. He's got a touchdown. Bucs down 35-28. I am not spiking the ball. I'm going to keep this. I don't know when the next one's going to be. Saints get the ball. 3rd and 3 from their own 39. Darren Sproles gains a yard. Saints would have to punt with 2 minutes left to go. Greg Schiano thinking, yeah, let's raise the roof, everybody. Raise the roof. Freeman looking for Jackson. Yards after the catch. This time doesn't have to get taken down at the 1. He gets tackled by a lot of people at the 41. So there's 5 plays later. 31 seconds left. 4th and 1 from the Saints 17. I can't go to my kneel down play. It's my best play. Freeman back to Jackson for the 8-yard hookup. Somehow the Bucs are winning or trying to win this game without the kneel down play. 11 seconds to play. 3rd and goal. Freeman to Jackson. Back of the end zone. Ruled incomplete. Take another look. Jackson's heel comes down. Out of bounds. Jackson had 216 yards receiving in the game. So here's your next play with 5 seconds left. 4th and goal. This will decide it. Freeman under pressure. He finds Mike Williams in the end zone, who makes the catch, but there's flags on the field. Illegal touching on Williams. Only the Buccaneers can lose a game like this. Williams goes out of bounds. Can't be the first player to touch the ball. You come back in. Saints hold on to win 35-28. Drew Brees, 377 and 4 scores.
Football highlights in the Mile High City. Peyton Manning leads 3-3, leading the Broncos in. Joe Vitt returns after that 6-game suspension. Joe. Starting off in the 2nd quarter, Saints trailing 7-0. Drew Brees to Darren Sproles, who runs 29 yards for the touchdown that ties the game at 7.
Shetland Pony can play.
Let me digress. Can they get Cam Newton, one of those kind of guys right there?
We'll talk about him in a bit. Next Saints possession.
Okay, I'm sorry. No more digressing.
We'll get to him. Don't you worry. John Elway looking on up there. Next Saints possession, Broncos, Drew Brees throws middle and is intercepted.
Drew Brees is kind of off the whole day, just not on mark like he normally is.
He returns it to the Broncos 44. Where was he throwing to?
The man that caught it. That's who he's
over
throwing.
the top of that guy and didn't get there.
Yeah, they got a good drop from those backers.
Ensuing Broncos drive, there's Manning. Throws to Eric Decker for the 13-yard touchdown, making it look easy, Coach.
Yeah, and the defender fell down, and Eric Decker, Peyton Manning, that's becoming quite a combination, Michael.
Coach, that offense is coming together so nicely.
Yeah, speaking of Manning to Decker, there it is. Again, 23 yards to the Saints, 41. The Broncos driving. Take another
Peyton
look.
takes a hit now right in the chops. Plus, look at his hand, ding, right on the helmet, and something happens with his thumb.
I told you this would be a great combination. Eric Decker, such a hard worker. Work out with him every offseason. Him, Peyton Manning, it's going to be good.
Yeah, that bloody thumb would be looked at on the sideline, but Peyton's tough. He stays in. 3rd quarter, opening Broncos drive. Manning throws deep left to Demaryius Thomas, 26 yards to their own 45.
You got a holding on the play, and he still got open.
Next play, 1st and 10. Ronnie Hillman runs left for 31 yards to the Saints 24.
I like their run game. Peyton's calling these runs from the line of scrimmage. If it's a light in the box, he's going to run the ball all day against you.
3rd and goal. Manning makes it look easy.
Wait a minute, man.
Is he in the 88 club?
He is in the 88 club. But Coach, let me tell you something. What about all of that talk about Manning throwing the football? Those were perfect throws in tight windows.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
2 drives later, Manning throws to Demaryius Thomas, who runs down to the 5.
Is the corner even trying?
Well, this is the last-ranked defense in the league, and you know what? They're still the last-ranked defense. 4th
quarter, guess who Manning looks to again?
There he is again, too. That's a perfect throw. This ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and Decker just keeps his focus right on it and makes a play. The ball gets tipped. The defensive player's on his back. Still touchdown.
All right, so that put the Broncos up 31-7. They go on to win 31-14. 213 yards from Drew Brees. He had an interception and 2 touchdowns. Peyton Manning, 305 yards, 3 touchdowns. And look at Willis McGahee at 31 years old having a 122-yard game with a touchdown. Next up,
get 100 yards on that defense.
Score the Saints on top of the Eagles. Let's get to the highlight, Amber.
Andy Reid, 3 straight losses, now 4. 3 coming in. Michael Vick had 13 turnovers this season coming into this game. That was 3rd in the NFL. And in the first quarter, Michael Vick is sacked.
This is that pressure we were talking about, Willie.
Up the middle, up the A-gaps. They getting right after him, but he didn't even get a chance to stop and set his feet. I mean, they were already on top of him.
3-step, 5-step, 7-step, it wouldn't have mattered.
Just saw the offensive line coach Howard Mudd all up in their faces. Here's Bryce Brown running for 40 yards down to the Saints.
This
5.
Eagles team had 100 yards rushing in the first quarter, folks.
Well, 2nd and goal, they have an opportunity. Vick's pass, though, is deflected there. Selleck couldn't get his hands off on it. Patrick Robinson has it. Returns it 99 yards for the touchdown. The Saints lead 7-0. You know our good friend Darren Sharper?
Yeah, he's not so happy right now.
He's not so happy because that actually ties Darren's record for the longest interception.
Look at him hating on his former team.
Wow. For a touchdown, 99
That's not
yards.
good, Darren.
Yeah. He had a choice few words on my text to me earlier today as well.
2nd quarter now, going for it on 4th and 1. LaShawn McCoy right.
Shady.
Picks up the first down and a whole lot more.
You know what? This is the key to success. I mean, look at all the open guys there. He's still making a miss. This is what, I hate to say it, this is what you got to do if you want to have even a chance of being successful in Philadelphia right now.
But would they capitalize on 3rd and goal? It's incomplete to Deshaun Jackson.
You got to dive for
Take
that
another
ball.
look.
Yeah, you got to make a better effort for that ball.
Roman Harper crossed his path, his vision path, but you know what? Willie and I were talking, the great ones, they find a way to make those plays.
Mark Ingram for the Saints fighting his way for a 23-yard gain. Darren Sproles, remember, is out with that broken
with a
hand.
purpose right there.
Yeah, he was a little angry. Right after I called him out for not doing anything, he kind of shows me up.
He didn't hear that, though, did he?
Here's Chris Ivory. This is your boy.
About time you get him active. I've been crying for this guy all year. I mean, he is an emotional punch that every offense needs. You got to find a way to get him active.
Saints led 14-3 at that point. Drew Brees goes to work. He hits Jimmy Graham for 17 yards down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
DB was glad to have Big Jimmy Graham back tonight.
2nd and goal, Brees to Marcus Colston. 1-yard touchdown in the Saints.
Great block by the ref.
Yeah, Nnamdi didn't like that block.
Yeah,
but,
let's take a closer look there. Watch Nnamdi Asamoah.
This is just good route running. You actually practice this stuff. You try to picture where that ref is going to be, a little rub, a little pick route. Hey,
halftime
all
score,
the teams do it.
21-3 Saints.
Here we go. 3rd quarter, Drew Brees would lose the football. Brandon Graham got to him. Graham actually gets the fumble recovery as well, so there's a turnover. Eagles get the ball back. What do they do with it? A little play fake. You knew he was going to take a shot here, and he has a wide-open Deshaun Jackson.
That's just unfair. That's just unfair. That should be against the law.
Touch the ground.
Absolutely.
Patrick Robinson.
That's when you fake a hamstring before he jukes you out, so you have an excuse. Coach, I pulled my hammy.
77-yard touchdown.
Highlight.
Or low light.
Here's your momentum swing because the kickoff after that is a fumble.
Yeah.
DeVar's Cadet hit, gives it up. Brandon Hughes recovers, but the Eagles can't get anything going. They get a short field. Will Smith gets a sack here. They're going to have to settle for the field goal. Could have been a huge swing. Instead, it's 21-13. What do the Saints do? What does Drew Brees do? Well, he steps out of a sack, and he hits Lance Moore. That's good for 23. That's going to get it to the 30.
Is there anyone better, Willie, in the pocket than Drew Brees?
So we were talking about this. Here's a guy that has somebody hanging off the bottom of his foot. He keeps his eyes downfield, moves over a little bit, and still makes the throw.
And eventually gets a Jimmy Graham touchdown pass for 6 yards, 28-13. Again, it's up to the kickoff. This looked beautiful.
I was excited about this play.
This looked beautiful. This is Brandon Boykin throwing it back to Riley Cooper. It's not a Music City miracle. It's not in any way that, because look at it again. And first of all, look at Cooper on the floor.
He's hiding out in the woods.
Sniper.
You don't see me. I'm not here. But the problem is, as you clearly see, it's a forward pass and a wounded duck at that.
You gotta execute that.
Season.
You gotta execute that better than that.
You can't put a Georgia Bulldog in a crucial situation. Like, that's really what it is.
You're talking about Boykin with the throw?
Absolutely.
Riley Cooper is a Gator, by the way. So that thing gets wiped off. We go to the fourth quarter. This is the same possession after that botched would-be return. Will Smith gets a sack. 5-yard loss there. Eagles eventually have to punt. Now the Saints get it. Breeze brought down by Jason Babin. Pierre Thomas, though, falls on it, backs up his guy. Saints are forced to punt, but it could have been worse. Could have fumbled deep in their own end. So the Eagles get it now. And this is when they made some plays in the second half. Vic got out of the pocket a bit, gets 15 yards, gets to the 43. 6 plays later, they're driving. They're on the 11. Brent Selleck gets first down yardage. That's 6 yards. That gets him down to the 5. So maybe, just maybe, we're getting something here. But
maybe it's not happening.
Second and
This
goal.
is another one of the times. I mean, he didn't even get to the end of his drop, and he got 4 or 5 guys in his face. They made this defense for the Saints look like the pass rush of the Giants.
There's Cameron Jordan there. That was after a Demetrius Bell false start. And then Selleck hit by Curtis Lofton. And that is a fumble.
A couple bad plays by Selleck in the red zone.
Yeah.
They won for a big-time touchdown in this one to end the game. You got to give yourself a chance.
Andrew, I got to say, Darren just texted me.
Yes, Darren Sharper?
Sharper. He said he was not thumbs down on Patrick Robinson's TD. He was thumb down on 42 for the Saints dropping an interception.
I have a confession.
Darren, I got you covered, buddy.
I have a confession.
He's right there.
Yeah, we were in the edit room.
That was a little bit later.
We were in the edit room, and the editors thought it would be very funny.
Yeah, we tried to throw some low blows in there.
And I didn't try to stop them.
We can.
Drew Brees with a chance to knock off the Falcons.
One that needs to be assessed.
But how about Roddy White? He said this earlier in the week. I don't like nothing about the Saints, the colors, the city, nothing. But they got some good food, though. Other than the food, nothing.
I like it. Watch your mouth, boy.
So somebody get this man a po' boy.
They started early right here in the game with this play.
He had 7 catches for a $114, led to a Mike Johnson touchdown and a 7-0 lead. Drew Brees now looking for Marcus Colston, but it's Asante Samuel saying, I'll snatch that.
Oh, man, that's the best thing happened for the Saints.
Led to a Matt Bryant field goal, a 10-zip lead right there. Now, guys, we saw Reggie Bush's run last week. Is this one by Chris Ivory a little bit better, maybe?
Come on, Sante.
Watch this. You got the cut, and then...
I don't even know what to call that.
This is a restraining order right here. You got to put a restraining order on that.
A career best 56-yard run. Marshall, you like this one?
Listen, man, that stiff arm right there, that's a punch in the face.
Second quarter, Falcons down 14-10. Matt Ryan looking for Tony Gonzalez. 8th player in NFL history with 100 career TD catches.
Congrats, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he can make those plays.
Congrats, T-Guy.
All right, still time for the Saints in the first half. Drew Brees looking for his Pro Bowl tight end, Jimmy Graham, who had 7 catches for a $146 and 2 scores.
From the U right there, had a big day. Whenever Drew Brees is going off, believe me, that guy's involved.
Third quarter. Now Julio Jones bothered by a troubled leg, so he's on the bench when he's looking for DJ Davis, picked off by Corey White.
You know that would have been Julio Jones running that route.
Oftentimes, the receiver needs to turn into a defensive back.
Ball skills right
there.
there.
That was great ball skills. The receiver needs to break that up, though.
Next Saints possession. Look at this pitch and catch to Lance Moore.
That ain't right.
Perfect throw over the middle. The kind of throw. We just talked about Jason Campbell. Now, there's certain quarterbacks in this league, and that's a great play. They make those plays, and others that do not.
4 plays later, Brees hits Marcus Colston, 55th career TD, tying Deuce McAllister for the franchise record. Brees tossed 3 touchdowns on the day. fourth quarter. First and goal for the Falcons. Matt Ryan, who do you look for down here? How about Tony Gonzalez?
Double cover.
11 catches for $122 and those 2 touchdowns. And how about this? Double coverage, Lofton and Harper, neither could stop him.
Why Harper always in a highlight, man?
He's a highlight. Is he always around the ball?
Wonderful play by Tony.
In the meantime, the Natural, 20 career comeback wins, most since 08 in the league. He hits Tony Gonzalez for 17 on that gain. Now on 1st and 10, Jacquizz Rodgers. Oh, the cut!
That's what I'm talking about, Mark. There's going to be a change there in a minute.
So 3rd and goal, under 2 minutes to go. Who do you give it to? The plotter.
I can't believe this right here.
Michael Turner.
That's the play that blew my mind in this whole football.
All right, so now it's 4th and goal. What do you do with it? Who do you look for? Tony Gonzalez? You give it? No, you look for Roddy White, the man who said, "I can't stay in the city." And it's Jabari Greer getting a paw on it.
Just got to lead him. He had him. Great play by Jabari Greer.
That's a poor play by Roddy.
All right, but you know what? The Falcons still have a chance. Saints have the ball deep in their own territory. You just stop them, get punt it.
Up the field.
Tony Gonzalez was not.
He couldn't have seen Tony Gonzalez. They went to the right spot. They had to play. They didn't make it.
All right, so now 3rd and long for Joe Vitt's team. And they're just going to try and run some clock here with Mark Ingram. So the Falcons force the punt. They get it back. They got a shot. And it's the natural, as Rich Eisen likes to call it. Now, how about this? Roddy White gets behind the defense on 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
What in the world is Steve Spagnuolo? What's going on there?
Roddy got to turn and run.
Turn and run.
Good bro.
I mean, that could have been disastrous for the Saints. So now, all right, you just got to move the chains. Just give yourself a chance. Here on 4th and 1, you throw it to the future Pro Bowler who... Yeah.
So, you can't blame that. He won 12 seconds.
Took the turns, man.
Where's the proverbial shot of the 72 Dolphins all popping champagne corks as the last unbeaten is now beaten. Saints started the year 0-4, but a chance to move to 500 with a win by the Bay. Carson Palmer, Malcolm Jenkins, keeping his footing.
Nice.
You got to change his number to 21 and his name to Sanders.
No, he ain't ready for that.
Okay.
Pressure.
Trying to get more guys in the club.
Can't do it.
That's all. Palmer threw for 312, but he was picked off twice on the day.
Club is special.
2nd quarter, Drew Brees. He threw for only 219, but he did have 3 touchdowns. I don't know how Lance Moore gets this wide open this late in the half, but it happened.
Well, he has a safety guard that plays corner.
5 and 5 of the... How's that dance?
He just ran out of stuff to do. You know, when you beat somebody deep like that, you have a lot of time in your hands.
Saints win at 38-17. They've made a playoff push facing the Niners, and, well, not Alex Smith. It was Colin Kaepernick.
It's an interesting week in the Bay Area.
So tattoos.
Kaepernick getting his 2nd straight start. We saw what he did Monday night against the Bears, and look at this, Mario Manningham. He's got a lot of weapons at his disposal.
Yeah, he should. He had receivers galore. Tight end is one of the best in the game, and one of the best, if not the best, running game in football.
Now, Kaepernick, they talk about how he opens up the playbook, Mooch.
Well, there's your zone read option, and he can just scoot in. He reads the defensive end. It was an easy pull, carry it for him, and he just walks on in. That's what he does best.
Yeah, he had 59 career rushing touchdowns at Nevada. 4 this year. 2nd quarter, Ted Ginn Jr. in a 7-7 game.
You got to stop. The thing about it, you don't have to try to create a play. A play don't care who makes it. Just relax and allow the game to come to you.
Now Drew Brees to Marcus Colston.
Well, he'll make you pay now. You give him a short field, Drew Brees is as dangerous as anybody.
And the Saints have a 7-point lead. Colston, most touchdowns in Saints franchise history. 2 Niners possessions later, Kaepernick trying for Kyle Williams, but Patrick Robinson picking it off.
It was a bad snap from center, and he tried to make something out of nothing, and he forces the interception.
Ensuing Saints possession. Just a few seconds left in the first half. Biggest play of the game. Ahmad Brooks returning it 50 yards for the touch.
Looked like old Derrick Brooks from Florida State there.
Same number, same everything, and Brees knows, that is a missed opportunity and a give back. We're tied at 14 in the 3rd. 3rd quarter, Kaepernick looked solid on this first possession to Delaney Walker, the backup tight end, for 45 yards. Pretty pitch and catch on this.
We talk a lot about Davis, but this guy right here, Delaney Walker, can do it all as well.
And then rolling out, Frank Gore out of the backfield. He doesn't do that an awful lot, but he finds the end zone.
I don't know if it's me, but this team looks so much more explosive with Kaepernick back there. 21 reasons right there.
Next Saints possession, Breeze. This is his next pass after that Brooks INT. Dante Whitner returning it. It's the first time the Niners have returned INTs for touchdowns twice in a game since Ken Norton did it twice against the Rams in 1995.
That's not the box.
This is arguably the best defense in the league. They're ranked in the top 3 in every category. They get 2 defensive scores today.
You saw Marcus Colston get upended on that play. He was tested for a concussion. He would return. Next New Orleans possession. Breeze to Lance Moore with the acrobatic catch.
We find a cornerback that can judge the ball just once.
I'm sitting next to one. Breeze, then to Jed Collins.
Go to the pylon.
So the Saints back within a touchdown.
You got a ball game here.
Breeze looking downfield for Joseph Morgan, who made a sensational catch earlier. There was some contact there with Carlos Rogers, but Morgan's the one flagged for offensive pass interference.
He actually did a good job breaking up that interception. They get the offensive PI, but he did break up the interception.
Joe Vitt can't believe it. On to the 4th. Breeze trying to get the Saints back into this one. Throwing it just into the middle of the field. Just somebody make a play. You saw the flag.
Kind of a hope and a prayer, but there's a little holding penalty here.
And so the Saints still with life. Under 7 minutes to go.
Wow. Hey, that's the way to come.
The Niners forcing another turnover as Moore is down for the count on this one.
Moore was just talking junk to those same guys a couple plays before.
They originally said he was down. Jim Harbaugh throws the challenge flag, and you grab a look there as Moore is headed to the locker room. So now, Breeze, he was just tortured all day by this Niners pass rush. Another sack, and then Breeze looking deep downfield. Ball's knocked away on 4th and 11.
That's a great defense.
And a frustrating afternoon as the Niners do to the Saints what they did to them last year in the playoffs. Take care of business. Is there a more ferocious pass rush going on in the NFL right now than this group led by Aldon Smith and Ahmed Brooks and Justin Smith?
They're vicious, and they've got the best group of linebackers in the National Football League. A veteran team. Their draft choices can't find the field. This is a solid football team, the 49ers.
This is our division. We know it, and they know it. So let's go get our respect again tonight.
But the Falcons were the ones who came out like they own the division and this building. Michael Turner jammed the ball down their throats, essentially, and then the Saints turned the ball over trying to respond to their first drive of the night. Thomas Deku picks off Drew Brees in the end zone, and my English teacher would call that a harbinger. 2nd and 11 of a 7-0 game in the second quarter. Tony Gonzalez, what a grab in the end zone.
What a play, and he's done this millions of times. He just put the ball up in the air, and he uses his basketball ability on the football field and comes up with 6 points.
Over former Falcon Curtis Lofton. It's 14-0. Atlanta. How would the Saints respond? Play action. Drew Brees to Chris Ivory. Tip drill. Sean Witherspoon, who came back just 4 days ago with the pick right there, led to a Matt Bryant field goal. Drew Brees 2 interceptions. 17-0 Atlanta. How would New Orleans respond to that? Well, by winging it down the field. Lance Moore got things going, Steve.
Yeah, that's against Tampa, too, now over the linebacker. What a great concentration by Lance Moore in between the safeties.
32-yard gain, and then 9 plays later, Mark Ingram creases the end zone, and it's a 17-7 game, 75-yard drive right there. Saints get the ball back, and with 2 minutes to go, normally that's when Drew Brees makes some hay. 48 ticks left in the half. That's a penalty on Jimmy Graham for offensive pass interference over the middle. Take the Darren Sproles touchdown off the board, and then with no timeouts left, Marshall, just a flat-out mismanagement of the clock here.
Oh, man, this is awful. I mean,
the Saints and Drew Brees, they're good at managing the clock. I was surprised that he threw the football, and it seems like he was as well.
So no points. It could have been just a 7-point game. It could have been a 3-point game, and the Saints get the ball to start the second half, still down 10. Third quarter, they marched right down the field, 5 minutes and change. Brees to Lance Moore in the end zone, can't grab it.
Those are normally the passes that Lance Moore grabs.
Had to settle for a field goal. Garrett Hartley makes it a one-possession game. Again, 17-10 after another settled for field goal, made it 17-13. Third interception of the game of Brees. This time it's William Moore taking the ball to the plus side of the field. Atlanta was struggling on offense, so they had to settle for a field goal there. Still just a one-touchdown game in the fourth quarter when the Saints defense was giving the ball back to Drew Brees. He is now marching down the field, except John Abraham puts him down on the turf. Saints decide to punt rather than try a 50-plus yard field goal. Matt Ryan next possession, 3rd and 8, looking for Julio Jones, and he picks up the first down.
And that was the first third down conversion that they had in an entire game. Boy, they struggled. The Saints defense were stingy all night.
3 plays later, it's 3rd and 14, and Ryan dumps it off to Jason Snelling, hoping for a Ray Rice-type 4th and 29 conversion. It doesn't work.
Set up
Mike
the field
Smith
goal.
tries to call a timeout, going for a 55-yarder, and Matt Bryant from the double nickel, 55 yards away. He got it.
A lot of people question that call.
55 yards.
That's a gutsy call.
Because if he misses it, it gets Drew Brees great field position and down just 7. Instead, it's a 10-point game. Drew Brees, 3:36 to go, avoids the rush and throws it directly to Jonathan Babineau right on the line of scrimmage. Falcons get the ball back. Time to have Michael Turner take the air out of the ball. If he doesn't put the ball on the turf, ball is loose. Raphael Bush picks it up. Appears to be no whistle called. Do we have another Thanksgiving Justin Forsett moment? Mike Smith, whatever you do, don't throw your challenge flag. It's ruled a touchdown on the field in a 3-point game or a 4-point game, but as you can see, it is a fumble. But Bush is contacted on the turf. So the Saints do get the ball, but they get it right then and right there, meaning it's still a 10-point game, and the Saints have new life. Drew Brees still without a touchdown pass. Now he's got his first 5-interception game of his career.
Wow. That's a wonderful defensive play right there, getting a chance to back the ball. What athleticism by the big fella.
But there's only offsides on Jonathan Abraham. It's not his first 5-interception game of his career. Guess what? Now it is. First play after the 2-minute warning. It's William Moore taking it away. And that is the way Drew Brees throws the first 5-interception game of his career, and the first time he does not record a touchdown pass in a game since week 4 of the 2009 season. His remarkable NFL record of consecutive games with at least one touchdown pass ends at 54.
What about the NFC East leading Giants taking on Drew Brees? 7 INTs in his last 2 games.
Wow.
But 11 touchdowns, no INTs against Eli Manning's Giants in his career.
That's Eli, don't do it.
Scoreless in the first. Eli.
Don't do it, Eli.
Throwing behind his receiver, picked by Albert Mack.
He got it out of the way early, guys.
That's Bernie's cousin, Bernie Mac.
They jumped that, man. They played it early. They played it tight. But, boy, that loosen up later.
So a 7-0 lead. Well, you know what you got to do.
This is the key to the game right here.
Ensuing kickoff, David Wilson.
Get the band.
97 yards. First Giants return for a touchdown on a kickoff in 5 years.
He struggled with fumbling earlier. Koffler benched him. And they need his explosiveness. I'm so happy for David Wilson.
And I mean, he is explosive, Marshall.
Next Saints possession, Brees to Jed Collins, but the strip by Antrell Roll and Linval Joseph recovers.
They have 2 safeties on their team that should be in Hawaii at the Pro Bowl if they're not in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I'm serious. You're going to see the other one shortly.
Next drive, Manning to Martellus Bennett, who's had a solid year.
Eli.
Martellus Bennett did have a solid year, Chris.
And
he is having a solid year.
Yeah, he really is. 5 touchdowns, career high for him this season.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first half, Manning to Victor Cruz. 8 catches, $121. That's good work.
Yeah, what routes he was running today, too, man. He was putting it on those guys. These guys were trying to stop him one-on-one. It was impossible.
25 seconds left. Dominic Hickson with a great effort in the corner.
Nice catch, man.
And the Giants have an 8-point halftime lead.
Ball, man.
Wonderful.
It don't matter if Eli throws the interception. He forgets it. He has no memory of that, no recollection.
Remember I told you that Drew Brees had yet to be picked off by the Giants in his career? Well, he can scratch that. There he is, Stevie Brown.
Let me tell you something. Stevie Brown makes plays.
Can we nickname him Johnny on the spot?
Led to a Wilson
always
touchdown
around the ball.
run.
Tip ball always goes to him.
Next Giants possession. Here comes the 88 club.
Man, Hakeem Nicks, this is the 88 that makes this Giant football team go. He's healthy. When he's on the football field, then Victor Cruz will destroy you.
21 unanswered points by the Giants, but Eli picked by Essa Abdul-Kadous.
I need to let you know he's human every once in a while. But see, I love Tom Coughlin. He gives you real, genuine emotions on the sideline. He don't try to play it off.
So here come the Saints. Drew Brees to Darren Sproles from 9 yards out. Little man with a big play. Saints down 8.
Nobody can guard that Shetland point.
Chris, every time they came and made a move, this thing happened when they kicked the ball off.
Well, fourth quarter, here comes Eli to Victor Cruz, and it's salsa time.
You should have seen this route. You guys see how he hurt this kid on the route.
Yeah.
Manning with a 4-touchdown day.
Kid
Man,
peeked in the backfield for a minute.
Man, that kid.
The Saints trying to come back. Drew Brees just kind of throwing it up to Joseph Morgan, who seems to make crazy catches all the time.
Play, man.
That was averaging like 40 yards per.
Yes.
Brees threw for 354, but he threw a couple to Stevie Brown on this day. 5 INTs leads the team.
Stevie Brown balling like Stevie J.
Right there.
That was a great play.
Yeah, you got to cut across his face. Get them balls put on you.
Later on in the fourth, David Wilson, you talked about him, Marshall, getting a chance. Ahmad Bradshaw banged up. No Andre Brown.
Man.
Oh,
Let that man out of the doghouse, man. He's been in the doghouse all season.
Franchise record 327 all-purpose yards. The Giants dropped 52 in a game for the first time since the 86 season.
Buccaneers and the Saints, the game beginning with a moment of silence for the tragedy in Sandy Hook Elementary School from Friday across the league. Prayers and thoughts to everybody involved. First quarter, no score, Saints ball. 1st and 10, the Bucs 31. Drew Brees looking for Pierre Thomas. He gains 20 down to the Bucs 11. 2 plays later, this is Jimmy Graham time. It's Jimmy Graham territory. And Drew Brees finds Jimmy Graham, except no, it would be Jimmy Graham if it wasn't David Thomas for the 9-yard touchdown. Although, you got to get a better celebration than that. Look at Chase Daniel. He's on the field. I'm excited. That's how you celebrate. Late first, still down 7-zip, the Bucs. Josh Freeman looking for Dallas Clark. Jabari Greer picks it off. A common theme for Josh Freeman on the day. A field goal by the Saints would make it 10-zip. Second quarter, Tampa Bay ball, same score. Josh Freeman looking for Vincent Jackson. Second verse, same as the first. Raphael Bush picks it up, and he returns it 89 yards. Well, total 89 yards if you count where he started, where he stopped, where he went down, and where he finally got tackled. Actually, 40 yards forward for Raphael Bush. Freeman had 2 picks in the first half. So Saints have the ball, 3rd 11, their own 45. Drew Brees looking for Marcus Colston, short right. Saints ball in the Bucs 34. 4 plays later, it's 2nd and goal. Drew Brees, Darren Sproles, touchdown. Saints lead 17-0. Now, during that drive, visible frustration by Adam Hayward and defensive front 7 coach Brian Cox. If Tampa Bay showed this kind of fight, it might have been a better game, but I wouldn't take on Brian Cox. He was a bad dude when he played. 2 Saints possessions later, Drew Brees, incomplete pass to Jimmy Graham. Watch it again, Mark Barron, rookie out of Alabama, the big hit. Legal hit on Graham with a shoulder pad. He's having a pretty nice season so far. Next play, though, you do not do that to Jimmy Graham and not pay for it. Brees, Graham down the middle. Great catch, Saints ball on the 7-yard line. So it's a couple of plays later, 2nd and goal, the Bucs 7, Drew Brees, Lance Moore, always good at home, 7-yard touchdown, 24-0. Third quarter, Buccaneers ball, same score, and a lot of the same things keep happening to Josh Freeman. No, these are not replays. You keep seeing Freeman's passing for Dallas Clark, gets picked up by Issa Abdul-Kadous. Look at this. Freeman finished with 279 yards passing and 4 interceptions. A lot of celebrating by the Saints on the day. Ensuing Saints possession, 2nd and 13, the Bucs 34. Drew Brees looking for Joe Morgan. The big red machine is in the end zone. Saints take the lead 31-0. Fourth quarter, Bucks looking for anything positive right now. 1st and 10 on the Saints 42. Josh Freeman looking deep, and he finds Jabari Greer, who looks like the intended receiver on this play. Touchdown! Oh, no, it's just an interception. Freeman not happy. 41-0, the Saints roll over the Bucks.
Cowboys would have to beat Texas native Drew Brees and the Saints in order to come into D.C. with a 9-6 mark. Tony Romo, a perfect mark in December so far.
Battle of 2 9s.
This is the battle of 88 against Florida State. Des Bryant against Patrick Robinson.
You don't want this matchup right here.
That is not right.
And I can't believe it's Florida State with 21 on his
21 too. That's
What happened? What happened?
Well, that's 88 and 21 too.
If I'd had his number, I tried to call the ball on the sideline. They went else.
What happened?
Wait, there's more. More Des Bryant again. 7th straight game with a TD catch. Playmaker.
Man, I'm telling you right now, man, 88 is really doing his due right now in the National Football League. Really is Calvin Johnson and then Des Bryant, 2 best receivers right now.
Both of them look like they're playing against kids.
However, the Saints strike right before halftime.
Like
Drew Brees to Lance Moore. Brees with his 9th career 400-yard passing day. Only Dan Marino has more. Tied at 14 at the break. Third quarter at 17 all. DeMarco Murray, they're a different team when he's in the backfield, but not on this play.
This is the 2nd week straight where he's put the ball on the carpet and cost his team. Valuable running back, viable running back, but he can't make mistakes like that.
Just 11 carries on the day for Murray.
You know why?
Saints drive 3rd and goal. Brees to Pierre Thomas.
That's instant points right there.
Saints up 7. Fourth quarter, same score. It's 3rd and 7. But New Orleans on the move. Drew Brees finding Jimmy Graham, who hasn't had a great season.
He's been hurt.
This one for 16 yards and moving the chains. And DeMarcus Ware nowhere to be found. Strange shoulder. He's sitting this one out.
Yeah,
3 plays later, 3rd and 8. Brees to Marcus Colston, who playmaker doesn't have that 4.4 speed, but he can still get it done.
He can still make plays. We talked about it game day morning.
Look at the big fella coming to get it.
Where they like to attack the New Orleans Saints over the middle of the field is right where Dallas is a little weak.
Next play, Brees caps off a 98-yard drive by hitting David Thomas. Brees, 37 of 53 for 446. Obi Brenner, great name. Very good. All right. Cowboys try and get it going. Just over 4 minutes to go, down by 14. Romo to Des Bryant for 41.
He's going to get it going.
8. That boy has to kill him 21 times.
That's another 21 now.
88 for the career high 224. Then Romo to Dwayne Harris.
32, 44.
That right there, that was just great communication with Tony and the young receiver.
8th time in NFL history, both quarterbacks passed for 400 yards in the same game, by the way. Now on 3rd and 10, Brees to Marcus Colston, stopped shy of the first down, so New Orleans has to punt.
That time of 21 stopped something.
So here comes Romo and the Cowboys, under a minute to go. Romo to his BFF. Jason Witten, 6 catches, 103 on the season. That's a record for tight ends in a single year.
What a career Jason Witten is having.
And then Romo. On 4th down, what do you do, Jason Garrett? You look for Miles Austin.
Miles has dropped a few balls, boy, but he came away with this play, and it was huge.
2nd straight week, the Cowboys are headed to overtime at home. They win the toss. They get the ball first. Remember, if they kick a field goal, Saints still get a possession. 3rd and 5, Romo looking for Des Bryant, who didn't do a whole lot in the second half.
I just need a couple more routes.
That's a smart play by the cornerback right there, Tom. He laid off this. He laid off this.
After the punt, Brees to Marcus Colston. He coughs it up. We got a loose ball.
Look at.
There's Jimmy Graham. He falls on it. Play is reviewed and upheld. New Orleans football at the 2. Jason Garrett looking up at that mammoth big screen.
Let's watch.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
Oh, no, that's a fumble.
Okay, just making sure. So now here comes Garrett Hartley to win it for Joe Vitt and the Saints. It's been a trying year for this squad, but he splits the uprights. The Cowboys fall to 8-7 as they head to D.C. next week.
Football with their backup quarterback?
No.
All right, I'll get off my soapbox.
How about the Panthers win one with their starter
and the Saints? Sean Payton going to be back the next 5 years. That was locked up over the weekend. 3rd quarter, Saints leading 17-13.
This game disgusting.
Drew Brees, plenty of time. Where's Lance Moore?
He's probably run out of the building after about 10 seconds. What a great catch.
Yes.
51 yards to the 31-yard line.
I've always felt, you could address this better than I, that Lance Moore is an underrated receiver, good route runner with excellent hands.
And their smallest receiver in stature will make some of the biggest plays as far as going up and getting the ball. Reminds you a little bit of Steve Smith.
At the biggest yards today, 4 catches, $121. There's Drew Brees, Jimmy Graham, touchdown Saints. Saints on top 24-13.
Jimmy Graham had a little bit of a lackluster year, but he's a kid that you definitely have to always know where he is when you're facing the Saints.
Cam Newton has a talented tight end. Nice catch, Greg Olsen. Ball poked out by Roman Harper. Olsen ruled down by contact on the field.
They reviewed this.
Take another look.
What did they say?
Harper knocks the ball away before Olsen's knee hits the ground, and Vitt challenges the ruling on the field.
See, and now they get the ball at that spot, right?
Well, upon review, the officials rule it was a fumble, but no clear recovery before the whistles blew, so the Panthers retain possession.
I never understand that. Why not hold the whistle, let the play continue, and then go back and say, okay, it was not a fumble, it was a fumble, but now you take away points that could have been on the board for the team that recovered.
And 3 plays later, D'Angelo Williams takes advantage. I don't believe he was touched.
I have seen that up close and personal.
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. My soapbox was just slid back underneath my feet. Why didn't we see more of this year? D'Angelo Williams had 21 carries. Mike Tolbert had 10. That's 31 carries between 2 of your 3 running backs. Isn't that the way the offense was supposed to be run?
Yep.
Cam Newton off the back foot, complete to Lewis Murphy, but Newton taken off the turf by Turk McBride as McBride rolls up his left ankle.
I was shocked that Cam Newton, he will come back.
He missed only 4 plays.
Shocked that he came back.
And on that first play back, 2nd down 10 on the New Orleans 12. Looking for Brandon LaFell, got him.
Yes.
There you go.
Not a touchdown, inside the 1. Mike Tolbert would then punch it in. The Panthers led 34-24.
These are the strides that Cam Newton needs to make to become that outright leader of that football team. Everybody knows he has talent, but he needs to carry himself in the right manner and be a leader for this football team. Him coming back shows a lot to
You know what I think they did today? I think they saved Ron Rivera's job.
Yeah.
I think
they've been doing that most of this month, it seems. There's Brees to Moore, 17 yards on 4th down and 10. 1 play later, Brees. Marcus Colston, all kinds of time there, fires a strike, 9-yard touchdown.
You know what?
I like these battles in the NFC South.
Well, this one, once again, might have set defense back. I won't say 100 years, maybe 50, but you have a shootout with Cam Newton and Drew Brees. The only thing is that Drew Brees is shooting at a smaller target than Cam Newton is.
Darren Sproles, 33-yard touch. It's now 44-38.
There were some records set in this game. Saints gave up more yards in the 2012 season than any team in NFL history. And Drew Brees, I believe, the first quarterback to ever have 3 years with 5,000 yards.
D'Angelo Williams, how about 210 yards rushing today? And a couple of touchdowns.
Mike Tolbert. This is why you gave him some guaranteed cash. 3 running backs on that roster, making better than $45 million guaranteed, I believe the number is.
3rd down and 2, he gets 4, and that's your ball game. A lot of points, not much defense, and a couple of teams finishing the season at 7-9.
Cam Newton, very, very good in the second half of the season. This is progress for them from a record standpoint as well. Ron Rivera in his rookie year as a head coach was 6-10 last year.